Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic fan. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another streaming Saturday where I play some Magic Arena, hang out with people, chat, sometimes show exclusive things, sometimes give away things, shoot the breeze, play some Magic, climb the ranks, hopefully, get better and better at it, get to the Mythic Championship one day. Or not. And welcome to everyone that's hanging out on either YouTube or Twitch. I'm simulcasting to both. Hopefully we'll get some people hanging out to make this endeavor a fun thing, a funner thing. A moment ago I was working on my Monday Magic video, so if you didn't know, every Monday, almost every Monday, I release a magic-related video on my YouTube, youtube.com/vmcamposjr. You can go subscribe there to get exclusive stuff for free, usually. And so I was working on my Planeswalker upgrade video that's coming on Monday. I'm going to be upgrading Rowan Fearless Spark Mage. That is an arena or paper Planeswalker deck that can be upgraded, and that's coming on my YouTube on Monday, so be on the lookout for that. That's a cool red-white Knights deck, so that's coming. What's in store for today is we're going to play some Magic, of course. We're also going to be in the card cam, and I'm going to crack a pack of Throne of Eldraine IRL. That's what the kids call it, right? In real life. Cards. So I'm trying to complete the set of Throne of Eldraine. I think I've gone to a pretty good amount. I bought a box, and I'm trying to complete the set. So I'm going to open this up and see what I get out of it. And then we're also going to look at the, on the web browser, we're going to look at some stuff there. We'll get to that a little bit later. What I want to do is play sort of like a warm-up game at the moment as more people trickle into the stream. I know it gets bumping a little bit after. You know, I'm here at 11 and people show up a little bit later after that. So I'll play just a little bit just to get in the mood, get it all loose. And I'm going to play the regular standard ranked. I'm currently Platinum 4. What am I exactly? I'm Platinum 4.0. I got all the way up to Platinum 4.4, and then I started to crash back down to Earth. I guess I'm happy as long as I've gotten to Platinum in a season. Platinum is the minimum I want to get to. The maximum I've gotten to, like 2 months ago, was Diamond 4. That was amazing. The meta has changed now, and so I'm playing Knights, Black and White Knights. I like the deck. It's not a super tier deck. It does run into resistance here and there. So now I'm trying Simic Flash. People seem to like it. Golos is the tier deck to beat. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play the deck that everyone else is playing. So here we're doing Simic Flash, which is kind of fun. It's a little tricksy. What am I going to do here? So, got a bunch of counterspells. Okay, I guess I'll be that annoying player and just stock my hand with counterspells. My opening hand. Now, I am on the play, and they do pre-game effect once upon a time. Well, not a pre-game effect, but it's the free one. So Simic Flash is cool because you have a lot of flash creatures. Spectral Sailor, Frilled Mystic. Frilled Mystic counters a spell. Arboreal Grazer. Okay, well, they're going to summon something big next turn, probably Teferi. Okay, they're doing Golos, probably. So let us put out our land. We're stuck on 2 lands, unfortunately, and that's got reach. Never mind. So I'm going to be able to counter whatever they're about to do here, so that'll disrupt things. Hopefully I get my next land. Oh, 2 Fields of the Dead. That's not good. There's the Beanstalk. We will say nay to thee. You don't need any more lands. Obviously, you're trying to get to Field of the Dead supremacy, so we're going to say no, and that's not a land. Okay, I'm going to have to do a couple of counter spells here. What else are we going to do? That is a Grazer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let that go through. That's fine. Actually, whoops, I should have kept the counter spell because they're probably going to have a Teferi coming up here, right? Oh, that's a giant. Okay. So they're doing the good old put a million lands on the battlefield. Okay, so they're going to have enough for their giant, but I'm just going to have to hold back. I got really mana screwed. And they will be able to attack with everything? Sure. Going on your turn. Let's see what we get here. So their growth spiral, fine. And they're at critical mass, I suppose, for their field to start doing its thing. And I'm fine with that. Okay, so I gotta hold off on this counterspell. Let's see what they get. If they drop a land, they're in business. There's the land, of course. So they're gonna do a couple of those. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they could do their... They want to do that, and to that I shall also say nay. And that'll strengthen all my cutthroats. That Frilled Mystic would be amazing, but okay. So, let's build up our board by... Okay, so then they get that. Fine. Loch Twain, and I'm still not getting anything. Okay, great. Let's just go for it. We gotta be active here, right? Because they're gonna start to build up their squad. Double blocking on that, fine. Double blocking on that, and doing that and that. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. There's a bit of a board wipe. We've got a final... okay, fine. Okay, there's a land, but I needed to have that come in untapped. And that's another land that I don't need. And here I'm just stuck with Growth Spiral. Probably okay letting that go through. It's probably not a land. It is a land, of course. On my turn. And another land. Okay, this is pretty amazing. And a land over here. So... they're just getting all their lands, eh? They have their Castle Loch Twain. That's 8 damage in total. That's a wolf. Okay, let's do that on their turn. Let's see what they get here. Attacking with everything. That's 10 damage in total. I'm dead with that. I guess let's give it a shot here. Have another blocker. I'm fine taking that out. I'll take that out. I'll take that out. And that's 4 damage. Whoops, not that. That one takes out that one. Do I want to keep a blocker? Hey Mark, how are you doing? I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with this. The algorithm is hilarious. They have a million lands and I barely got to my 4th one. Anyway, there's a horde of zombies coming at me. And I guess it doesn't matter that Sailor anymore. I don't really need cards, so okay, I'll hold off. Chump block. Probably have something good in hand. I have no more counter spells left. And what are they gonna do? Drop another land. Okay, perfect. It's like they got both of their fields and they're getting a million zombies. But what's this? I can unsummon zombies. That'll work well. So let's hold off on their turn. I get a free Wolfie. Have a million counter spells and I have an unsummon, so I should be able to strengthen my Brineborn. They have Castle Lochthwain, but no black mana to take advantage of it, so what are they doing with that? And they will most likely... Okay, let's do this. Let's send back one zombie back to the graveyard. That'll strengthen my Cutthroat. Nice. And then I guess I'll let them attack and then send out a Frilled Mystic. I guess these are strong enough, actually. Yeah, I'll hold off on a counter spell because I have a feeling they have some counter spell. So let's just block all of these. I have enough to block. So okay, your zombies are getting in there. If they drop another land, it's like this algorithm is hilarious. And their turn. Okay, great. Let's do another Mystic. Spiral. Okay. Once upon a time. Wow. So they're really... Oh, there's their Golos, finally. But it's at the end of the turn, so I'm going to be able to counterspell that. Nice. Let's just go all in here because Golos is coming next, but I'm going to wreck it. Good. Finally doing some meaningful damage. Hey Lazar, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. It's 1:13 a.m. Yeah, it's been a while. Thanks for visiting. Golos, get out of here. And let us counter it that way. So yes, counter that. And one more circuitous route. Fine. Let's counter that as well. Perfect, perfect. Yes! Outsider, go back outside. Go back outside because you thought your amazing deck was amazing. And it was amazing, but mine was more amazinger. I don't know, is that a real word? So, let me check something here. Are people's messages appearing? Oh, yeah, there they are right there. Lol, got him. Okay, yep, we got them. What do we want to do here? So Opt is going to be worthless. I need more counter spells. I think the Tail's End is going to help me. Spectral Sailor is meh. Take two of those out to instead put in... another Tail's... And that'll also help against Field of the Dead because it'll counter the activated ability. So we'll go with that. So how's everyone doing in the chat so far today? I had a good day. I recorded a podcast that'll air in 2 weeks with Cresta Star. She's always cool. We talked about magic and wrestling and other fun stuff. I'm not loving this. Let's see about mulliganing. Okay, that's slightly better. I guess I'll throw back a plain old mystery. No, I guess I don't want to have 2 tapped lands. So yeah, I recorded a podcast earlier. Oh, the bigger news. Everyone help me do the math. How long ago was 1993? Excited for the podcast. Cool. Thank you. I hope you subscribe on any one of your favorite podcasting apps. I'm basically on all of them nowadays. Twitter, Snapchat. What am I talking about? Podcast. I'm on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts. Okay, there's their field right there. What do we want to do here? We will have plenty of flash things to worry about. So you will not do math in fall break. Haha, yes. 26. Okay, let's say 26. Let's say that 26 is the correct number. This will be my... He'll solemnly swear. This will be my 26th year at San Diego Comic-Con because I was able... glass casket. Because I was able to get Comic-Con tickets yet again for 2020. I got 4 days at Comic-Con. I didn't get preview night, but I got 4 days at Comic-Con, and I am totes great for that. Totally grateful for that. Ooh, there's my Wolfie. So let's do that. Fabled Passage is amazing. You go get any land you want, and it comes into play untapped. So we will put a green out there. Actually, what do we need? Blue, blue, green. Anything will be fine. I guess another blue. And go in for some Attackitude. And then on their turn, I can Night Pack or Preserver or Quench. And then they're like, never mind, I'm not getting my amazing combo. So they are done, and I climb on the tiers. Amazing. Very, very cool. Everyone's power there in the chat helped me reach to that level. I thank you. So anyway, I was saying I get to go to Comic-Con again next year. July something, 2020. I'll be live streaming. I'll be taking photos. I'll be trying to meet famous magic people. Cosplaying. It'll be pretty amazing. So that's coming up next year. Let's switch over to the card cam, and I'm going to open a real-life booster of Throne of Eldraine. Let me just reposition myself over here. I can easily switch over to the card cam, but then I have to move myself to the actual card cam. I'm going to open this up slowly by having... I'm going to open a few of them at a time, and then get back to the game. Now, I have noticed that in real life, there are made in the USA boosters and made in Japan boosters. I don't know if something extra special comes from the Japanese ones, but I have noticed that the packaging feels very different in the Japanese ones. In the Japanese ones, it's loose. Like on the edges over here, it's like too much plastic, and I corroborated that with like 4 different packs. I've also gotten the USA ones, and these are like nice and tight, and I don't know if anything else is different besides that, but that's something that I've noticed in these real-life boosters. Here's a USA one. Let's open it up. I've noticed also that when they open up, they open in a different way. Like the American ones don't open cleanly, the Japanese ones do, but again, the Japanese ones are kind of like looser. It's kind of weird. And then also, like, I've noticed that when they open up, they're in different ways. When I opened this a moment ago, I forgot to check, but when I opened it, was the token first or was the card first? Because I've noticed that's different. And I've noticed that sometimes you have the token, and then on the regular side, you have the back. Token in the back. And on this one, I did get token and the front. So like, I don't know, what's this conspiracy or what's this weird stuff going on with the different versions? Anyway, let's look at the cards here. Weaselback Rider. Weaselback Redcap. That's like the most hilarious art I've ever seen. That little goblin is on top of a little weasel thing. 1/1 and it gets stronger. I like that. Fairy Guide Mother. That's a 1/1 for 1 or pay 2 sorcery. Something gets +2/+1 and gains flying and until end of turn. I like that. Ice Queen. I love the art on that. She's got a really cool staff. She's a 2/3 for 3 mana. When she does damage, a creature doesn't untap, so she freezes it. Or you can do a sorcery, Rage of Winter. I love the name on that. Tap target creature, doesn't untap for 1 turn. Cool. Crystal Slipper. This is like hilarious to put on like a really tough looking creature, like some sort of ogre or whatever. It's wearing like a dainty slipper. That's fun. It gives it +1/+0 and haste for equipment. Fun. Smitten Swordmaster. I love this card in my Knights deck because for its sorcery, it deals X damage to the opponent and you gain X life based on the number of Knights So my black and white Knights deck is pretty amazing with this. Besides that, you get a 2/1 lifelink. Love that card. Gerenbrig Carver. This is a 4 mana creature for 3/2. You get a 3/2. Or you do an instant, Shield's Might. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay, fine. I don't play a lot of green, but this is cool. Signpost Scarecrow, artifact creature. It's a 2/4, Vigilance. And it filters your mana. Don't really love that. A 4 creature. A 4 casting cost 2/4. It's okay for draft, I guess. And I'm going to go until I get to the uncommons, and then I'll stop and play some more. Unexplained Vision. 5 mana. Draw 3 cards. Or Adamant, if you pay 3 blue mana to do so. You get those cards, then you scry 3 to see what else is coming up. Cool. And I think we'll be getting over... Okay, we're getting closer to the uncommons. Knight of the Keep, kind of a boring card. 3 mana, 3/2. Cool art, as usual, however. I think the next card is the uncommon Redcap Riders. So more of these goblins doing goblin things. It's a 3/2. When it attacks, you may tap an untapped non-human creature you control. If you do, Redcap gets +1 and gains Trample. So this can become a 4/3 with Trample. Fun. Okay, the next cards are the uncommons and the rare, so we'll get back to that. I gotta leave you. Whoops. That was a California earthquake right there. I'll leave you in suspense for the moment to see what else is coming up. And we'll get back to the game. But I'm gonna say the card that I liked the most in there was the Unexplained Visions. The one where you get to draw a bunch of cards and then scry. That's cool. What about you in the chat? What did you like in the polls right there? Which is the one that's gonna make you win the whole game? Anyway, let's play. Let's get back to the game cam right over here, and let's play a little bit of the ranked. Let's see if we can climb the ladder after we get the reward of a woodland champion. Kind of cool art there. There's a big old lynx or whatever. Fun. Claim that prize, and let's go play some ranked Throne of Eldraine. So I'm currently at bronze tier 2. I want to climb, of course. The highest I've gotten was gold. And last season in M20, I kind of felt like I never could really play M20 that well in draft. Like, I don't know, it just never kind of came together. Kind of weird. But here's a brand new meta. Let's see about playing this. And I love the art right here. Clackbridge Troll. These poor little goats are gonna get totally eaten by that troll. And I've never seen the art like this high quality. It looks really nice. That troll is totally grungy. Let's think of a name for that troll. What would you call that troll? Trolly McTrollenstein? What would you vote for the troll's name right there? Trollio von Trollenville? That's what I say. Okay, let's pay our 5Gs, and let's see what we got here. So, okay, gotta think in the new meta, the new Eldraine, what's good. I gotta put my knowledge of the cards to use. Let's see what happens. In the rare, we have Linden. So, she's a 3/3 for 3 mana, Vigilance. When white creatures attack, I gain life. Okay, so you gotta be all in white if you want her to work. Maybe. If you go for the Beanstalk Giant, that lets you go get more lands, and then eventually you can get a big giant for 7 mana. Maybe. Giant Opportunity. If you have food, you can get a 7/7. Or it makes you food. Elite Hunter. This one's kind of cool. 2/3 with Menace. And it's either 4 black or 4 red in a combination. Okay, kind of like it. Ardenvale Paladin, she's a 2/5, or she's a 3/6 if you adamant her. Mistful River, it's a 1/5. If you have a non-creature deck, you make them unblockable. Memory Theft, look at their hand, have them discard, or have one of their adventure things get out. Reeve Soul. Okay, I think I gotta go with Reeve Soul right away. This kills things. So I'm probably gonna go with a Reeve Soul. even though it's common. Red Cap Rider, hey, that's the one I just cracked right now. Searing Barrage, deal a bunch of damage. Maybe Fierce Witch Stalker. It's a 4/4 and it makes food. I like that. Weapon Rack, nah. And Witch's Cottage, kind of okay. And the Gingerbread Cabin, kind of okay. Okay, here I am leaning very heavily towards the Reeve Soul to kill anything. Or if I actually want to accomplish other things, I kind of like the Beanstalk Giant. And the Fierce Witch Stalker. I like that as well. 4 mana for a 4/4 with trample plus food. I kind of like a lot of things here. I think I'm going to go with the Reeve Soul as removal. There's going to be like a lot of critters running around. And I want to Reeve them, so let's see what we get with Reeve Soul. Pack 2, Deafening Silence. Ooh, this one's epic. Each player cannot cast more than one non-creature spell, so it really locks down like control decks. Edge Wall Keeper. Okay, I love this one. This is a 1/1. Whenever you cast a creature spell with an adventure, draw a card for only 1 mana. I think I'm really going to get this one, and then I'm going to focus on Black-Green Adventure. I kind of read and heard that Black-Green is very good in this set, and here's another one. Deathless Knight 4/2, Haste. When you gain life for the first time, you can return it from the graveyard. Okay, kind of like that. Beloved Princess, she's a 1/1 lifelink, kind of unblockable, cool. Fortifying Provision, kind of cool, makes some food, makes your creature stronger, enchantment. Hey, there's the Unexplained Vision. 5 mana, draw 3 cards, Adamant it, you can also scry. Lash of Thorns, nah, 2/1 Death Touch. Instant. Scorching Dragonfire, okay, some direct damage there, might be useful. Red Cap Weasel, hey, there's the Weasel again, kind of fun. Garenbrig, or actually Garenbrig Paladin, Adamant, if at least 3 green is used, enters with a 1/1, can't be blocked. Okay, so this could come in as a 5/5 for 5 mana if you spend enough, and it's unblockable by little creatures. Tween Veil Treefolk, Adventure, put 2 counters on a creature, I like that. And then when you've got lots of mana, you get a 6/5. Cool. Drawbridge, give all your creatures haste. Locthwain Gargoyle, pay 4 to give it +2 and flying. I'm gonna go with the Edgelord Innkeeper because if I get some adventure stuff, that's gonna draw me cards, and more cards is more good, as they say. So, Overwhelmed Apprentice, so I'm leaning towards black-blue, but what else might be cool here? I can mill people. Mill's a good strategy because you've also got the Merfolk Secret Keeper. Do I want to switch to a mill strategy? Wintermoor, that's out of my colors. Lonesome Unicorn, that's the saddest art of all. Painted by Winona Nelson. Create a 2/2 White Knight, or you get a 3/3 Vigilance. Silver Flame Ritual, give all your creatures +1. I love that. Merfolk, mill them. Wishful Merfolk, this is my favorite flavor text. She yearned to walk on dry land, so she might take her vengeance there. Hilarious. The art is really cool too. Is it a good card? It's a 3/2, can attack. No, not that great. Locthwain Paladin, 3/2 with Menace. Adamant it, and it comes in as a 4/3 Menace. Kind of cool. Lost Legion, 2/3. Scry. Cool. Fling, hilarious art. I'm not going red. Gerenbrig Squire, 2/2. That's a big old hammer. 2/2 for 2. When you cast a creature with adventure, it gets +1 until end of turn. That's just one time only. Not loving that. Adventure. Rosethorn Acolyte. Add 1 mana of any color. Add 1 mana of any color. Well, if I'm going to be doing stuff with the Edgewall Innkeeper, I need adventure cards, so I like that. Besides that, in black, I could do the Paladin with 4/3 Menace. Knights seem to be the big thing with this, I think so. So I've got the option here with the Locthwain Paladin as a 3/2 with Menace and Adamant, or the Knight Lost Legion to scry. And the Rosethorn Acolyte, so that'll be some mana ramp or a 2/3, and it'll draw me with the Innkeeper. 3 cool options that I like. I'm going to go with the Adventure Creature because, again, I'm trying to do Adventure synergy with the Edgewall Innkeeper. That's kind of a build-around. Get more Adventure Creatures, get more card draw with the Rosethorn Acolyte. Spinning Wheel, I like that. Add mana of any color, then it taps down creatures. What else? In black or green, Festive Funeral, depending on how many creatures you have. Can't believe they brought back Fling again. Sure, yeah. Why is that? Is like Fling not too on brand, or they had it in M19, right? I think. What's your thoughts behind that? Rosethorn Halberd, so this is an artifact. When it enters, attach it to a non-human. I'm not going to work with too many non-humans in this deck, and I don't want the 5 equips, so that's not that great. Signpost, nope. Weapons rack, nope. Okay, let's go with the Spinning Wheel. That's a stealth card that also lets you tap their creatures. There's Pinocchio. It's a 0/2 or turn it into a creature. Nope. Tempting Witch, I think I want that. It deals damage based on food. I want that. Return to Nature. I want that maybe. Destroy target, exile things. It's just one of those cards that keep appearing like Shock. Yeah, they keep doing Shock a lot, Fling. Did you ever get to like fling a Galta or anything huge at your opponent? What do we want to do here? Witch's Cottage. I want the Witch's Cottage. That will let me return a creature from the graveyard. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Tempting Witch. I love the art. It makes food. Sack of food. Deal damage directly to the opponent. It's a good blocker. Let's go with that. Flaxen Intruder. It's kind of weird to say, but I have nostalgia for this card because this was like the first art that they started to reveal for Throne of Eldraine, and like we're in this accelerated culture of like so many sets coming out or whatever, and this was one of the first ones, and I thought that's really cool art. And now that I see it and I play with it, it's like cool. I remember when they first revealed it. And it reminds me that when I was at Comic-Con last year, I was in the room when they fully announced Throne of Eldraine. I was right there. Mark Rosewater was talking to us all and revealing it, and they revealed this card again. So it's just kind of got this nostalgia to it that's like kind of cool creature. Anyway, it's an adventure, so I want that for because of my Innkeeper. For 7 mana, I can create 3 bears, or for 1 mana, I get a 1/2. When it deals damage, you may sack it when you do destroy an artifact. Do you have a red deck that made a massive wall that won the game when it was hit with Fling? Yeah. Fling can do its thing. There's another witch. Kind of want another witch. Tall as a beanstalk. Enchanted creature gets 3/3. That's fun. This is the saddest card of all right here. Wolf's Quarry. Create 3 1/1 green boar creatures. And then when they die, they become food. Oh, wow. So you can get 3 1/1s and then become food. Now that food might actually work with the Tempting Witch. I'm going to go with the witch again. 2 witches. Giant opportunity to make some giants if I've got food. Festive Funeral. Insatiable Appetite. That art's really creepy. Does that huge kid have wings? You may sack a food. If you do, target creature gets +5. Otherwise, it gets +3. It's kind of cool. But I think I'm going to go with the Golden Egg because it draws you a card. And then later it gives you life with food. And I think we come back to the pack 1. The only thing here on colors is the Mara Leaf Rider, 3/1, sack of food. Something has to block. Or the Hengewalker, 2/2 for 3. I guess a 3/3 Adamant. 3/3 for 3. It's fine. Ardenvale Paladin, Memory. Okay, we come back here. Let's grab that Cottage. I guess I'll grab the Cabin because that'll create more food. I want to do a food thing, so hopefully I get that Witch's Cottage back. Maybe if it'll wheel back. Here, I guess, I'll do the drawbridge. Let's do the drawbridge. We get back to Fling, we get the Squire. Okay, Squire, get on my squad. You can see a food thing happening. Yeah, I hope I keep going. Weapon rack, +1 onto my creature, fine. And return to nature. I love that art. Look at those little mice. That ties into with the enchanted carriage, where it's an artifact vehicle that then you get 2 mice to help you drive it. And this is the opposite, that if the carriage gets destroyed, the mice run away. And the flavor text, long after the magic wore off, the mice still dreamed of glorious galloping. Tales of the Fae. Okay, let's get that nature here. Lastly, Beanstalk. Okay, cool. Ooh, Castle Eldraine. I think I'm going to go with that right away. Besides that, Bell of the Brawl is cool. Give your other attacking knights +1. How many knights do I have anyway? Human Soldier, Warlock, Druid. Okay, I don't think I'm going to have a strong knight theme, so Bell of the Brawl is okay. 3/2 Menace, but it'd be better if I had more knights. And what else in black or green? I like the Legion, Squire, and then the Cabin again. Okay, let's go with Castle Eldraine. That lets you draw more cards. More cards, more good. Return of the Wild Speaker. Choose one. Draw cards equal to the number of non-creatures. I don't have too many of those, I believe. Non-human creatures get control +3. It's mostly going to be humans, so that's not going to work too well. And we got the Memory Theft. I might go with that. The Squire. Maybe. The Rider. Nah. The Cabin. Do I want another Cabin? So Return of the Wild Speaker really focuses on non-human creatures. So that won't work. I'll go with Memory Theft. I'm going to go with Memory Theft because it lets me discard a card from their hand, plus it'll wreck one of their adventuring creatures. Edgewall Innkeeper, get on my squad. Sir Farron the Hengehammer, 2 green, 2/2. When it attacks, another attacking creature gets +X, where X is Sir Farron's power. So at the very least, something else gets +2/+2. That's cool. We've got the Barrow Witches, 3/4. Return a knight from my graveyard. Reaper of Night. Target opponent discards 2 cards for 4. And then later on I get a 4/5. Cool. Smitten Swordmaster works best with lots of knights. Not going too heavy into knights. Fell of the Pheasant, 2. Deals 5 damage to a creature with flying. Creates food. Like that. Another Acolyte. Okay, I'm going to go with another Innkeeper. I totally want that adventure action happening, so remind me also to get more adventurers. Do I want another witch? Let's go with another witch because then it's just more food and more damage. Lost Legion, I keep wanting that one. Swordmaster Knight. Let's go with another witch. Give me that food. Nothing. Okay, we'll go with the Lost Legion here. Cauldron deals damage. Let's go with the Legion. 2/3. Scry. Tournament Grounds is cool if I was really going in with a lot of knights. There's the Quarry again. Foreboding Fruit. Draw 2 cards. Create a food. Yeah, draw me some cards. That'll work. I guess I'll get the Golden Egg here. Draws me a card. Giant Skewer. There's another witch. I can do the Giant Skewer. Something gets +2/+1 plus makes food. Yeah, let's make our creature stronger. And then over here, a Squire. Or food. Let's get the Foodland. Foodland is actually the name of a grocery store here in the San Diego area. Foodland. And then there's another cabin. Okay, let's get the Rider. It's a 3/1 at least. I need more creatures. Fell the Pheasant. Okay, fine, we'll go with that. Kill the Flyer. get that Knight. We'll get that Nature. And Mantle. So I've been getting everything in my colors, which is great, except that last one. Cauldron of Eternity. This one's epic. 10 generic plus black black legendary artifact, but it costs 2 less for each creature in my graveyard. Whenever a creature you control dies, put it at the bottom. But then you can pay life and return stuff from the graveyard to the battlefield. It's just like too much effort. You have to have a good amount of creatures already in the graveyard, and then you can start bringing them back right to the paying only 3 and life to bring them back. I think it's a little too tricky for limited. Bell of the Brawl is cool. Kenrith's Transformation. When it enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and becomes an elk. So on the one hand, it draws you a card, and on the other, it kind of messes with the opponent's creatures, especially like a big one. If they've got like a big old creature, I can turn it down into a 3/3. And I'm always worried that it's never going to work for like their best creatures. Oakhame Adversary 2/3. For 4, the spell costs 2 less. If an opponent controls a green permanent, it's got Death Touch. When it deals combat damage, draw a card. Okay, I like that. I might go with that. Malevolent Noble. Sacrifice an artifact or another creature, gets bigger. Another Memory Theft. Another Reeve Soul. Rose Thorn. Another Tween Veil. I guess I'll go with the uncommon Adversary first. 4 mana Death Touch, or it might be a 2 mana Death Touch. Giant Opportunity again. Reaper. Smitten. Curious Pair. Get a 1/3 or food. Target opponent discards 2 cards, or you get a huge creature later. I think I'm going to go with that because I think these games go on long, so I'll have a big creature for later on. How about a Spider, a 1/5 reach Spider? Haven't seen that one yet. Wicked Guardian, 4 mana. Deal 2 damage to another one of my creatures, draws a card. Let's go with that Spider on the lower end. Heraldic Banner is cool. +1 to creatures of a certain color. Another Rider. Forever Young, that's different. Put any number of target creatures back onto my library. I'm going to go with... I want that banner, I think. Actually, what are... I can't... Okay, so let me count this. I guess the green cards would be more. Add a mana of any color. I want that Forever Young, but that's uncommon, so it'll probably get taken. I'm gonna go with the Forever Young because that'll recycle all my creatures back onto my deck. Eye Collector. Whenever it deals combat, each player puts the top card of the library into their graveyard. I'm not doing real graveyard synergy. There's another Fruit. Perfect. Another Skewer. Another Carver. Yeah, let's go with a Carver to keep going with that. And with the Innkeeper theme. And Tall as a Beanstalk. Am I really going to put that on another creature? Or do I want... let's go with a Hengewalker. That's a little bit safer. Curious Pair. Let's get that pair in here. Another Reeve Soul. Let's do that. I think I'm going to have plenty of food, so let's do that Giant Opportunity. Skewer, especially with that. Nothing there. Eye Collector, I guess. I don't think I'll keep either of those if I put them in my deck anyway. This could just be a 3/1 until end of turn. Yeah, I don't like either of those. And the final Fling. So speaking of Fling, the Return of Fling, it's the final card that I have to pick. So, okay, I'll drop it in there. I got rewarded for something. I have 4 already of something. Thanks. Let's just prune this just a little bit, then we'll take a pause for the cause. So one quick moment. Let me switch over my... I got the golden egg sleeves, and what do I want as the box? Okay, let's pause there. Let's pause there for a moment to do 2 things off topic for a moment. One is, I want to open up my web browser over here. I want to do this. Now, did you hear? Did all of you in the chat hear about this? Announcing the mystery booster. This was announced in a video a couple of days ago. They didn't say anything about what this is, except that it was going to be revealed at the Magic Fest Richmond, Virginia, November 8th to the 10th. I want your opinions there in the chat. What do you think this booster's all about? They've really kind of been interesting in doing regular draft boosters, collector's boosters full of amazing, shiny, valuable stuff. But what do you think this is? This mystery booster? I guess it's going to be filled with 15 cards, but like what more can they be doing, you know, with this type of booster? So what do you think there in the chat? What do you think this booster is going to be filled with? Mark, don't make me LOL with your comment when I'm in the middle of drinking my drink. I was about to spit that out. Getting rid of old stuff? Yeah, they're gonna put in like some old banding creatures from Fallen Empires that they still haven't sold, right? They're gonna throw in all of those Homeland cards that no one bought in a mystery booster pack right here, right? All will be revealed in Magic Fest Richmond. But I thought that was interesting because they mentioned it in the video. Yeah, we've got something here, but we can't tell you about it. We've got an article about it. And in the article, they revealed it, and all that this is, what's this mystery thing? It'll be revealed soon. Yeah, banding is fun. I played some Friday Magic yesterday with my play group, and Catherine was using vintage cards, and she was putting together a banding strategy, so that was fun. Everyone was still asking, like, what does banding do? How does it work? And I had to school them on it again because, yeah, banding is kind of weird. But once you get the hang of it, it's fun. So, yeah, this mystery booster is going to be revealed eventually. And we'll have to see what's in it. So it might be really cool if, crossing my fingers, I get one of these. Because if you hadn't heard, if you didn't see the video, Wizards of the Coast sent me two free collector's boosters. I opened them up on my channel. It was amazing. They were like so cool. Could be a pack of tokens. That's gonna be so anticlimactic unless the tokens are like gold plated. But I'm sure it's gonna be something that we're all gonna covet. But okay, moving on to more things here. Let's go over to the card cam. Open up a couple more over here, or reveal a few more. Then we'll get back to playing the game. So let me go like this. Okay, so Red Cap Riders was the last common. And the uncommon. Oh, I love this card. Covetous Urge. You pay 4 Dimir mana to look at your opponent's hand, choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand, and exile it. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. So I love cards like that. You steal your opponent's cards, and then you get to cast them yourself. Next up is the Red Cap Melee. Deals 4 damage to target creature or player for only 1 red mana. What's the downside? If a non-red permanent is dealt damage this way, sacrifice a land. Wow, so that's like a big ol' hit to a creature or planeswalker. But if you didn't wreck one of the red things, you have to destroy your own land. And then, oh, there's the Kenrith's transformation that I saw here. Turn something into an elk. So the last one's the rare and whatever else we get, I'll reveal it on the next pausing. But those are those. I liked, out of these pulls, I liked that Covetous Urge. Pretty fun. Steal your opponent's stuff and hit them over the head with it. Alright, let's get back to the game. Let me actually turn on the fan. It's getting a little warm. Alright, that's better. So, let's continue to craft this deck. And, let's see. 53 cards in total. Got our lands. Fine. It's actually completely for aesthetics. Let me just first change my lands. 8 swamps. I'm gonna go with the Zendikar or World Wake or whatever that set is. So I need 8 swamps. Forests. I will go with the... What do I want to do for forests? This is obviously very important. Okay, I'm going to go with this M19 forest. I like how those look so green. I need 6 of them. There we go. That's going to totally swing the game in my favor by having the perfect lands. Okay, then we'll go back over here. So at the very, very top end, if the game goes very long, I've got a big old 4/5 creature. Plus I get to have them discard their cards. It's got adventure, so that'll work with my Edge Keeper, Innkeeper. Weapons rack, yeah, don't want that at all. Beanstalk, maybe not. Okame, sure. Carver, that's got adventure, probably keep that. 3 Witches, sure. Lost Legion, yep. Acolyte, it's got adventure. Spider, maybe not the spider. Hengewalker, how many creatures do I have in total? 19. Okay. Fruit, theft, opportunity, wheel, 2 eggs, nature, yeah, I'll probably just put one of these natures. Fell the pheasant if they've got a flyer. Reeve soul. Skewer for more food. Drawbridge. Eye collector, don't want that. Innkeeper, 2 of those, yes. Smitten guy, I'm at 18 creatures. I guess a 2/1 lifelink turn 2 is fine. Curious pair. Lots of food going on. Squire, not that impressive. Okay, sorry, Squire. 17 creatures. Okay, gotta cut a lot of non-creatures. Rider, Drawbridge, give everything haste? Do I want to give everything haste? Probably will not fit in the deck because I've got such a food theme. Forever Young, return more stuff. Draw a card. Probably keep it. Skewer, makes lots of food for my strategy. Reeve Soul, destroy a creature. Okay, I'm going to do destroy creatures, yes. Fell the Pheasant if they've got a flyer. Return to nature if they've got artifacts. Golden egg. That's food plus card draw. The Witch, that's like my big old strategy. Lost Legion, Acolyte, Spider, Henge. I think I'll take those out. The Fruit, draw some cards. If I adamant, I get more tokens. Theft. Opportunity. I've only got 1 of them. Spinning Wheel. Okay, Forever Young, I can recycle my creatures back onto my deck. Skewer, drop the wheel. Yeah, probably not the wheel. I don't need the mana fixing. It taps their creature, but that's 5 mana. Okay. And then I'm kind of also thinking maybe not the egg or maybe not the giant opportunity. I have to sacrifice 2 foods, then I get a 7/7. But otherwise it can make me food. I think the golden egg. The card draw, it replaces itself, but it doesn't quite synergize. It's not exactly food itself. So it's not food itself. It gives me life, but it's not food. Draws me a card. I've got other things that do card draw, so yeah, let's get that get those eggs. 42 cards. Return to nature if they've got artifacts, enchantments, or exile stuff from the graveyard. This is best of 1. So there's no sideboard. If they've got this stuff, this is amazing. If they've got an artifact or enchantment or a pesky graveyard creature, this is amazing. But it's best of 1. You're not going to know till you play. I'm kind of iffy on it. And the same thing with Fell Pheasant. If they've got flyers, this is amazing. This is a 5 damage and food. But it's best of 1. And I usually play with 42 cards anyway, and it works fine. So I might keep the 42 cards. I'm gonna have to main deck 2 sideboard cards. Giant Skewer, it's a 2. Something becomes 2/1 plus makes more food. I guess I'll stay like this. The 2 that I would think about dropping would be the Fell the Pheasant or the Nature, but then I'm gonna kick myself if I need them. I guess I won't feel as bad as if they're on my hand and I don't use them. Let's go with that. Let's keep these 42 card deck. I often seem to do 42 cards. Let's go with 42 cards. Alright, let's play the first game here. This will be the first. Oh, this will be the second, maybe the third, Throne of Eldraine Arena limited or draft that I do. Because when I was part of the early access streamer event, I did more sealed. Okay, so I go first. Perfect. Everything in black. Sure. I can do the spider as an early thing. Let's see if this gingerbread can work as... Let's see if I can get that gingerbread cabin to work properly. And I'm battling Zycerox. Pretty cool name. Let's see what they are up to. Going with red. Okay. There's the Edgelord Innkeeper. I want that. If I get my third land, I'm in business. If not, the cabin will come in tapped. They are thinking very hard. They're going with Boros. Okay, Inspiring Veteran. That's kind of great. Ooh, there's my black mana. Perfect. So, drop that black mana. Let's get the Acolyte in as a 2/3 blocker. Draws me a card, another land, I guess. Next turn, I can actually... I need to have 3 or more other forests. Oh man. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna have the I'm not gonna have the luxury of Okay, curious pair. Create a food. There's a food. There's a food. What am I going to do with food? That can make me a giant. 2 foods. I'll be able to cast both. Okay, let's do both. Let's create a food. Then let's cast the pair. That draws me another card. Is it a forest? Not a forest. Okay. And then drop the... Let's see if I can do that. Okay, so... I still have 2 mana. Okay, let's just hold off a little bit. I guess I can double block if they attack with their veteran. I'm fine losing the acolyte plus the pair. We might have combat tricks in red. Okay, they're doing triple color. Amazing. Okay, so let's double block here. Let's see if they've got any combat tricks. They do have a combat trick. Amazing. It looks like they have another one in hand because it keeps pausing for them. Okay, so slow player is slow. Okay, here we go. I'm never gonna get this freaking thing to work, so let's just drop it. And here's the whole point of this switch. That's the double. That's the double on that. Okay, I guess I'll go in for some damage. And they are contemplating way too much. Thrill of whatever. Okay. So, what can I do here? I can get that giant now. I've got the 2 food, so that's what I'm looking for. Take 6, sure. Because now... Here comes my big old giant. Okay, let's create... Sacrifice 2, yep. Give me that. Got a 7/7. Now, let's look at your hand. Fake. Completely fake. They are still thinking extremely hard about this. Just go already. There you go, the game is telling you to hurry up. Okay, I don't care about Fling, I don't care about Ginger Brute. Let's, target player discards a card. You may put a target... Okay, so I get to do both. Okay, let's get that Fling out of here, and let's get that creature out of here. Perfect. Okay, so... 6 damage, 7 damage. That's gonna have haste. They're gonna do 7 damage to me. They're gonna do 7 damage, and I'll have 1 life. And then they have an unblockable. They're gonna have an unblockable Ginger Brute. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make this. So the writing's on the wall. And if they top decked a combat trick, I'm dead. So that's gonna have haste. They're gonna pay to make it unblockable. There it is. I'm gonna do 7 damage. If they have a combat trick, then we're done. So I gotta chump block all of this. plain old 3-2. Okay, so, final land. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have 7 lands. Okay, this is game over. Let's move on to the next one. Just, I don't know, nothing really came useful on my side, and they got all their good stuff, I guess. I don't know. What would the triage on that be? Where did I go wrong? Let's try that for the next one. Battling North. They go first. Reeve Soul, Forbidding Legion. Sure. They have their own black. Cauldron Familiar, that's fun. Nothing else. Okay, fine. Double black here. 2 lands. Do I want to... Guess I'll wait. Just take a couple of pings with that cat. And they seem to have some instant in hand that they keep waiting for. Okay, fine. Here I can start to do my strategy of food stuff. Own knight. Okay, fine. Double black. That's that one Reaper, Rider, Midnight Killer, Reaper, whatever called again. Damage there. They were not able to adamant it, right? Okay, they didn't want to adamant that. That's fine. No more mana for me. Let's build up more defenses here, more food. And then the witch will be able to do her thing. Target player loses 3 life. So we have double my mana at the moment. I have 5 mana at the moment. Okay, great. Alright, so here's my 4th mana. Target player, sack of food. There's 3 damage there. Okay. I don't have enough to adamant the foreboding fruit yet. They have their own witch. Okay, fun. So that's the whole point of that familiar. Okay, here we go. I can adamant. Actually, let's wreck their strategy a little bit right there. Drops 2 lands. Okay. Couple of piggies. Sure. That'll create a lot of food. Keeper. Do I have any more adventure things? Well, I've got that. Let's... Adamant. Target player draws 2 cards. I will pay the Adamant. There's a land. Nice. I don't have enough for that just yet. Let's drop that land. Bring in another witch. So they'll probably attack with all their pigs. That's 3 damage. That'll give them a bunch of food. Is that a permanent 3/3? Yep, I guess. Okay. Alright, so what I need to do here is... I'm going to need blockers to take out their attackers, so I have to hold back for a moment. That Tempting Witch is going to be a little tricky. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to cash in this food for life. It's getting a little too desperate. So we're back at 15 life. That's a 6/5 that can just be chumped blocked. Okay, I guess here I'll just bring out everything. Death Touch creature will be fine. That one's not so great. And then I will... bring that out there and do the witch's trick. And that's a 1/5. Okay, so... coming at me with a 6/5. That can be chump blocked all day, right? All right, well, the situation looks pretty dire. Well, I got my second 7/7 giant. What tricks am I gonna see with a planeswalker here?
Oh, I've had enough of you.
Yep, planeswalker that kills anything. So that's what happens. Alright, you're attacking with a 6/5, but that's got Death Touch. That is definitely Garruk, or Garruk as most people say it. I like saying it as Garruk, and now I'm getting just worthless lands. Amazing. So let's do our castle Lochtwain over here, and please give me something better. And please remember to pass the turn north. There we go. Okay, Rose Acolyte. I guess this will be useful for drawing me a card. Curious Pair, that'll let me draw another card. Let's do the food because I can do these shenanigans. Just pressure them this way. I guess they'll do it as well, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to fully pull this off because they've got their own witch that does the same thing. Oh, and actually they ate their food. Okay, I guess. For trample, I can block that. 3/3, 2/2. Two, 4, 6, 2, 4, 7. If one of their wolves dies, he gets more loyalty.
We were born for the hunt.
So welcome, Jerome. I don't think I'm going to make it here. The situation is too dire. They have their witch that can deal damage. So we'll just go with a symbolic attack. So they have plenty of chump blockers. This is not gonna result in anything, so I'm gonna concede at the end of my turn just because this isn't gonna do anything. Let's not kid ourselves. It's not going to do anything. So let's move on. Let's go to the next game. You know, that Planeswalker was really, I think, what really put it over the top, perhaps. So let's try that again. They just kind of pulled a lot of great things. So I'm battling Bone Lord. I go first. I have the Reeve Souls. Cool. The fruit, the pear. Okay. Let's start off with some food. Turn 1. Turn 2, I've got Reeve Soul just in case. I'm going to do that, which is not good to play turn 1. But I see that they're going with white. Okay. Bring out my pair. Curious pair. Okay, that is perfect for this. Next turn, I can Adamant in some Foreboding. They need an ant creature card to destroy food tokens. Yeah, it's gonna spoil the picnic. These food tokens are really cool in terms of their art. That's double strike, not good. Let's draw some cards. Let's see if they put any sort of combat tricks on that red cap. I can take a double strike. So what are you, in the chat there, have you all been playing some good cards in Throne of Eldraine? Have you tried some good Throne of Eldraine cards? No attacks. Okay, so... I got plenty of food tokens to do my evil stuff. Got lots of land as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're on 4. And they've got the Rakdos avatar. Plus the little cat. Got some sort of ogre. What does that do? Yeah, you played against the Boros Night deck from the set, destroyed it with my M20. Nice. When it deals damage to an opponent, that player discards a card at random. If the player can't, then you draw a card. Fine. I'm gonna have this chump blocker here. That'll be fine. And we will see about scrying what's coming up. They seem to have one black mana instant, Skewer and Witch. Let's do some damage that way. Got a blocker with that Curious Pair, I suppose. Eye Collector. Okay, so they're going with some like discard action, I suppose. 2/1, whatever. They want to go double strike on that. Alright, what else? So, let's... Let's set ourselves up a little stronger. They're gonna attack me with Eye Collector. We both mill, so I'm gonna lose that Witch. I guess that's fine. Attacking with everything. Tricky. Okay, well... We're gonna have a combat trick. What are we gonna do about this? Let's get rid of that flyer, and then... Let's do some damage there. And I know they are going to... I know they're going to attack and they'll have a combat trick, so I'm fine. I guess losing my Curious Pair, I'll still be able to attach that to my Witch, I suppose. They have one more mana until they get to that huge creature. It's a 4/1 with haste. They don't have any mana? Yeah, they still have their one black mana that they've been holding onto this whole time. Alright, so for this, I'll sack a food to gain a little bit of life. I'm gonna get a freaking land. Okay, fine. They're gonna hit me with 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna hit me with 4 in total, but I can sack that food. They're gonna drop their 7th land and get that huge 4/5. I guess not. Okay, so they're gonna hit me even worse. It's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. Plus 3 life gain on theirs. Will and Rowan or something for the stream, but I didn't get anything good in real life. Let's get over here to the web browser and talk about one more thing. So we saw the mystery booster. Here's the other thing. Did you hear about this? Unsanctioned. A new unset. It's unbelievable, unheard of, unusual, it's unique, and it's unfathomably fun. So, did any of you there in the chat play with Unstable when that came out in 2017, late 2017? Unstable was a weird, wacky game. I thought it was fun. I played with a few people. I have not seen Stevie in the chat yet. I played against him in real life. We live in San Diego. And that was a cool, fun, weird set. Now, announcing Unsanctioned, a pre-con silver-bordered experience coming February 29th. That's so cool. They're releasing this on Leap Day. Next year is a leap year, so February 29th will not happen for 4 years after that. And they're taking the opportunity to release this fun, weird set on that day. It contains 5 combinable 30-card silver-bordered decks full of wacky unfun. The set contains 16 brand new uncards, plus reprints of beloved ones from previous sets. Unbelievable. So they're not only reprinting stuff from Unstable. They're going back to Unhinged and Unglued. Plus new full art, black border lands. You got 4 uncards that are called Snot. Yeah, I don't doubt that there. It's just weird and funny. Proud with new unstyled art, regular gorgeous art. So this precon is going to come with lands. Each copy comes with this 5 30-card decks. So you're supposed to combine 2 colors together. 2 6-sided dice, 10 double-sided tokens, 10 full art lands, 5 regular, 5 premium. So you can get some amazing foil, guaranteed foil full arts. 1 reusable box. Unsanctioned will be available worldwide in English and be available at your local stores and Target, Walmart, whatever. You can have amazing, weird art just like that. A goblin fighting a squirrel. That's the most swole squirrel I've ever seen. And that's coming next year, so I kind of want to get that. It's like a fun party set, just pre-made. That's cool. Plus cool lands. And that's coming next year. So that's something else that's happening there in the world of Magic that I wanted to show. And let's play a little bit more. We're at 1 hour and 40, so we'll play a little bit more for the 2 hours. Let's see here. Let's play the... Let's try this, the standard metagame challenge. This is 2,000 gold to... You know... Rewards are not really amazing. Actually, you get 30 packs if you win 7 games. So, I don't know. Let's give that a try. I'm going to go with the Simic Flash. But also... Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, this is a complete ripoff. 1 loss and you're done. So, I should have read the fine print. Anyway, let's go for it. If that doesn't work, I'll go back to the regular ladder and see if we can climb the ladder a little bit. As I said, I got to at least platinum, and that's always my goal. If we can proceed past platinum, that'll be great. We'll see how it goes. So El Barto is our opponent. Hats off to you on your name. Okay, play first. So this is an extremely slow hand with tap lands, so that's pretty worthless. So let's go this route and keep these and throw that opt back. So let's see how this goes. Playing the metagame, 1 loss and you're done. But if you win 7 games, you get to have... Okay, Golden Goose, we're dead. Oko is next. Or Teferi is next, so... This is... Oh, I have a counterspell, actually, so let's see if we get lucky with this. But mark my words, either Oko or Teferi is coming up next, right here. Spiral. Okay, fine. That's vaguely acceptable. And I guess for me, I'll bring in an actual usable thing. Okay, so... I'll keep that negate. Good luck. Thank you so much. It's time to test the skills. 4 mana in total. I've got a lot of untapped blue mana. El Barto. Oko. There's Oko. Nopo. Okay. Then we will have 1 more counterspell in the lines of Frilled Mystic. They're going to take that damage. Good. Nissa, nope. I didn't want to do a decline plus a thing. The fox cowered and whined. Yeah, exactly. If you listen carefully, it does It does that. It's cute. Okay, so I'm out of counter spells. And then more whining foxes. Now, do they have any more amazing? They've got another Nissa. Okay, what I'm going to do here is, I suppose, I'm going to bounce back. What can I bounce back? Any, okay, non-land permanent. I guess what I'll bounce back is Nissa. I can't bounce back the... Can't bounce back the land. Okay, so that'll get in for some vigilant damage. That's fine. What I'll do here is... Ooh, there's the wolf. I kind of want that. What are we going to do here? If I bring in the wolf... Okay, let's scare them this way, that I've got stuff going on. Let's pretend there's a counter spell here, so maybe they'll be scared to play their Nissa. Probably not. People don't think too far ahead, unless you're at the high levels. So I'm going to pretend here. I'm holding on to something, El Barto. This is a counter spell. Okay, never mind. So, that's fine. We're going to send a land at me. That's fine. I'm gonna jump my ambusher out. This will have 2 mana. Fine. So let us... Okay, they're trying to psych me out. Okay, that will let me take action. El Barto couldn't take it. My strategy was coming. Oh, it's best of... Okay, well, at least it's best of 2, unlike, like, the other challenge that was, like, 1 loss and you're done. Okay, what do we want to do here? They're playing green. What do we want to do with green? Okay, I want those tails ends. I just load up a bunch of counter spells here because... If an opponent has a blue or black spell, they're not really doing blue. They were playing... What colors were they playing again? Green? No, they were playing green and blue, but they seem to have focused on green. Okay, so let's cut some things out. These sailors, whatever. Unsummon, maybe. Brine, Disdainful, Negate, Quench, Tail... Preserver, Bower, Sinister, Night Pack, Mystic. Okay, I'm gonna cut down on a couple of these Mystics just because they're mana intense. Psyched out. They had all land tapped. Yep. Well, they had their lands tapped, but they had those two. They had those 2 living lands. Those 2 lands were vigilant, attacking 3/3s that could still tap for land. And then right here, yay, we get 1 land. And at least I got land. Have to keep it, and I guess I'll throw back the Borrower. I don't have enough mana for that. I go second, so at least I get to draw. No turn 1 Goose, which is good. Let's throw this so that I can... unsummon whatever they're about to do here. Nothing to undo. Fine. Let's do a Preserver, and let's see if I will negate their... I'm gonna Growth Spiral something, doesn't matter. I've got all their lands that they need. Fine. I've got a counter spell for their Planeswalker. Passage, good. Okay, they probably have a counter spell, but I'm fine losing this Preserver. We could have another growth spiral. Okay, yeah, another growth spiral. Whatevs. Land, whatever. They haven't cracked their freaking passage yet. Okay. So I got plenty of counter spells to deal with stuff. And they didn't have enough lands to bring that in untapped. Okay, too bad, so sad. Oko plus something to counter. Let's see if they don't have their own counter. No counter. Great. Grazer, whatever. Get that back out of here, please. Whoops, I should have done it at the end of the turn, right? My bad. Okay, so, I can bring in that Brazen Borrower. Okay, if I bring in the Brazen Borrower when I can attack, I can make my Preserver a 3/3. So, I will be... Yeah, I'll keep it safe. I'm gonna hold on to these counter spells. If I had enough land, I would be able to Brazen Bower, make mine stronger. Whoops, they tapped that because... They shocked that because they really, really need something. Krasis. They wanted a huge Krasis, but we'll say nope on that. Tail's End. Yeah, that counter will work for one of their next Planeswalkers. They still draw cards, and that'll be a land to no land. Okay, so, Alicia says hello to Victor. Thank you so much for visiting. For saying hello, that is. Okay, so they're not taking my bluff. Okay, so I got Oko. Teferi, okay. That deserves an oops. You have every single freaking Planeswalker in your freaking deck. Are you kidding me? So, okay, there's a final land. Okay, let's do this. This is it right here. I'm out of counters. Return target non-land permanent. I'm out of counters, so this is what I gotta do right here. Let's see if I don't regret that. Let's see if I don't regret that. That's 7 damage. Nissa, okay, I'm kind of fine with that. And then, of course, kind of on autopilot, they will attack. That cannot block. Final land, final card, growth spiral. Okay. So we gotta go all in against the Planeswalker. So there goes your land. Let's make this creature even more impressive, a +3. Okay, what are they top decking? Please, nothing good. This is a nail biter. Okay, they get a living land, whatever. I can take that. Final card, land. Okay, bluffed. Let's go all in. Well, actually, let's drop this. And what are we scrying for? Land. Okay, so here, just gotta go all in and definitely take her out. So, okay, poor critter is dead there. How many planeswalkers have I had to deal with them here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And final land over here. Great. So just go all in. And I will be able to counterspell whatever. Nothing to counterspell. Okay. And they're going to attack with their land. Probably hold back, actually. This can become nothing. Okay, there we go, El Barto. Sorry about that. Call me Principal Skinner, because you just got sent to detention. Okay, that was kind of epic. They had every planeswalker out there. Now, obviously, this is the meta challenge, so people are going to play the worst degenerate decks out there. Put in so many planeswalkers. And we got the Rule of Law, and we got one win, which one win is only 1,000 gold. Next win is going to be 1,500 plus a pack. The next is 2,003 packs. Then we've got 2,505 packs. 3,010 packs. 4,020 packs. And then, of course, Shangri-La will be 5,000 gold and 30 packs. Okay, let's see if we can get that good luck still rolling there. So, Simic Flash, the deck I'm playing, is supposed to be one of the tier decks. And the deck that they played, I don't think it was a tier deck. It was like play every good card, but it wasn't really a tier deck. And then we've got the Golos deck, which is the #1 meta deck. Okay, so not a great opening hand. It's very low in mana. And, yeah. Even worse. Okay, this is game over. We'll grab the pom-poms. Thank you so much. Let's see if we're able to do it. We already mulliganed to 5, but let's see what happens. In theory, I have a Quench. Okay, so they're going Simic as well. This might be a Simic mirror, so let's just see how lucky we get here. I have all the 4 lands I need for the Night Pack Ambusher. Opting, whatever. Did they also keep a terrible hand? Nope. Okay, fine. Be able to unsummon anything. So that'll let me unsummon something or quench. It's kind of crazy to see unsummon still in Magic, because when you know, playing back in the 90s, oh, they have a counterspell there. They have something there. Okay, so we'll just have to see what happens. Let's see who goes first. Anyway, unsummon. Yeah, that was way back, like all the way back in Alpha, right? All the way back in 93, 94, and it's really cool to see it again still all this time later. There's their 4th land. Yeah, this is going to be a completely, like, who's going to flinch first? You've got to have patience here. Man, I did the auto pass on that. Stupid. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Let's see if I'm gonna burn a I'm gonna burn a counter spell on that. Frilled Mystic. Fine, I'll let your little puppy... Actually, I did both. Why not both? Okay, so... Okay, so let's see. That was a 2-for-1, wasn't it? They have 4 mana, so I'm sure they're going to try another Frilled Mystic, but I will be able to counter that. Fine. So it's just kind of a waiting game. I'm kind of burning my cards a little bit. But these more lands is more good. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 7, so I can do the Nightpack Ambusher plus protect it with Counterspell. They are going to do their own Cutthroat. Fine. They have no mana to grow that Preserver. I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, that's true. Okay, let's then just bring out the Ambusher on my turn, because I'm not going to be able to bring it out and protect it. Okay, so... They're passing turn. Okay, nice. I have 2 counter spells, so... If they double block that... Okay, I'm too aggro. Let's hold off on that. Cancel those attacks, please. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get my Ambusher. They're gonna do their unsummon, but I'm gonna cancel that, I guess. I already got my Critter. And I'm gonna try to unsummon one more time. Or counter that. That's funny. It got unsummoned, so I didn't get my wolf. Okay, I guess I'm fine with that. That'll be a 4/3. So I did have 6 mana, but I didn't have it in enough combinations to do everything that I wanted. Okay, so again, I don't know. This is just about who has the right amount of mana and who has the luck, because we both have our cards, but so this is the Simic. This is the Simic Flash Mirror. And it looks like their connection crashed. They went to go get a sandwich or something. Just the battle of the counter spells. I would rather have another counter spell than another creature. Okay, let's do a board wipe here. Okay, I got my own Mystic. And I guess their final mana here for an Opt or Sailor. Okay. Let's see, what do we get with this? There could still be plenty of counter spells that I gotta go for it, or it might just be 4 mana for their Sailor. Nah, they got their counter spell. And they left that on the top. Okay. So I guess let's keep these things and just scare them with stuff in my hand. I'm gonna do an Opt. Uh-oh. Let's see if they think, oh, they don't have anything else in hand, so let's let that Opt go through. That's a counter spell there, but I don't have enough for everything. Yeah, let's hold on to that. Sabotage. End of turn. I gotta go for it. Okay, well, guess I'll go with another Mystic. So this is a pretty painful mirror match, isn't it, everyone? Alright, they didn't counter that, so am I going to be able to race here? Okay, so they're going to dig for some... Oh, we don't want that. But they have a way to protect it, so okay. So this is a land. Let's move on to the next match. Yeah, that was just a big ol' counterspell war. Okay, let's do this. Let's put a ton of counterspells, every counterspell, and then minimize it with the number of creatures. Let's just do the Nightpack Ambusher as the only creature of importance, because it makes more creatures. I guess guess the Mystic because it's also a counterspell. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how this sideboarding will work. I guess if I lose at this point, like, I'm fine with it. Like, this is way too annoying anyway. To play it, maybe to watch it is okay, but to play it's just way too annoying. Having this sort of mirror match. Let's see if they transform everything somehow. And didn't I have to? Didn't I mulligan to 5? So it's kind of weird that they don't do the timer on every single game mode. Because I would have liked to have seen how many. I would have liked to have known how many. How long that took. Okay. It is hard to win from a 5-star, definitely. Oh, look at that. My opponent gets to do the 0 casting cost spell. That was an instant, right? Okay, so we've got... If they hit that with a counterspell, I'm fine. Third land. Double blue, they've got their own cutthroat. That was a misplay. The Brineborn only gets big when it's on their turn. Whoops. They have their 3 mana right here. That's enough for counter spells. Got my 4th land. Good. Let me see, are they gonna also... You've done it with 3. Okay, yeah, it does happen, but I have no patience at all for even mulliganing once, because I feel when you're playing against the best of the best, it's like, you gotta be perfect. Okay, so I got my ambusher out. That will help me. Have their 4th land. Attacking in the air. Okay, so let's see what they have to work with. Ooh, they got their own ambusher. Sorry. I don't get my own doggy out of it, however. They were going to attack, but they didn't. Interesting. Counterspell, yep. Alright, are they gonna flash in anything good? Or are they going to reach with their sailor for something? They've got their own frilled mystic. I say to the nay. And I got another sab. Okay, so... Fine, you're at 8. And keep doing that. Okay, fine. That would be... Okay. Got my doggy and their preserver. I'm fine with that. Okay, they just didn't get any good draws, I guess. I got a little bit ahead of them on the race. I was able to get mine out in time. Okay, let's see if we can get... What set is the Night Pack Ambusher from? It's Eldraine, isn't it? Let me just confirm. Night Pack Ambusher. Oh no, it's from core set 2020. Fun fact, there used to be a card called Howl of the Night Pack that was 7 mana, 6 generic plus a green. Actually, why don't I do this? The whole point of having these other cameras is I can do this. So I was looking at this. So a Night Pack Ambusher, but there was also Howl of the Night Pack, 6+7. Put 1 2/2 green wolf creature token into the battlefield for each forest you control. Ooh, nice. If you're paying mono green, that's 7 2/2s. That's kind of fun. And getting back to the game, Here we go. Okay, so what did they sideboard over here? 1 win, 1 loss. What will happen? Ton of counter spells. They go first. Fine. Once upon a time again, lucky. They go off and get their shock land. They don't play the shock land. I guess that's a strategy. They feel they won't have anything to counter. They leave that at the top. I'll drop my own to unsummon. I'll drop my forest to make them think that I've got 2 things at once. They shocked themselves for that. Fine. They will probably drop their little wolf guy right here. Or cutthroat, that's fine. I will resolve that. I keep forgetting that I need to do stuff on their turn as a blue player. Okay, so they bring their cutthroat back. They've got 4 mana. It cannot be countered. Okay. So, okay, I guess I won't be able to handle this. It has protection from blue. Yeah. They sideboarded in a great card, so okay, sorry everyone, this is game over. Yeah, I have no way to deal with that, so okay, that's how it ends. You have a dinosaur coming back from extinction to take me out. protection from blue. There's no way to handle that in time. So, okay. Well, we got the one reward right here, Basilica Bellhaunt. I kind of love that card. You can hear their tolling only when your debt is due. And then we can claim the one prize of 1,000 gold. So yeah, this is like a really, really strong gauntlet. Claiming 1,000 there. Yeah, one loss. And just the randomness of things. So we'll do one final game. It's over 2 hours 20 minutes, but let's just do one more. This is the regular ladder. Battling RNG Dude. It's the same deck. It's the Simic deck, but this is the ladder. Let's see how it goes. Part of the RNG of this dude is that randomly generating how long it takes them to play their turns, I see. So that already has spent 30 seconds of my life. Okay, so, not so bad. Going with black. Okay, let's fool them into thinking that we're playing blue. Whisper Shaman. I haven't seen that strategy in so long. So they're going with a graveyard theme A. Giant Opportunity, interesting. So they're going to be able to make a giant on the next turn. Possibly. Drop that in there. So I kind of wish that they do make a giant, because then I can just brazen borrow it back to their hand. Trail of Crumbs. When it enters, create a food. When you sacrifice a food, pay 1. If you do, look at the top cards. You may reveal a permanent. Okay, fine. I haven't seen anyone play this, but sure. Emery, okay. So we're going to do some fun Emery shenanigans, eh? Okay, there's my ambusher. The game's kind of slowing down a little bit. Anyway, so let's see, what are they up to here? They really want their Emery. I don't have any more. Oops, I think I needed to drop a land first, right? Yeah, I needed to drop a land first so that I can do my Wild Preserver plus, and then I can counter the Mystic. Okay, so they can bring back that cat at any time, right? Okay, next turn. Night Pack Ambusher. I can +1 the... So that's a big old troll. So they have enough for a huge troll, right? 4 mana in total. There's their 4th mana. Vigilance Trample. When it enters, you cast it from your hand. Create 3 food. Sacrifice food. Okay, fine. Let's make our Preserver a little larger. Have a 4/4. That's 7/6 trample. And I'll be able to +3 my Preserver. So, okay. This will make... I guess that'll work fine. Yeah, let's do a 2. Seven, 6 trample. They really, really want that Emery. Okay, 7/6 vigilance. Assassin's Trophy. Fine, that's kind of interesting actually. Take a land, yes. Attacking with a 7/6. So I'm fine taking 7. Because let's see if this works. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. That seems to be 12/12 with reach. So... Oops, I should have waited on that sailor. But let's go upside the head right here. That giant does not have reach. Close spore, fine. Okay, let's see what's gonna further happen here. There's that cauldron where cool stuff can happen. Emery is gonna go get something from the graveyard, I suppose. The oven. I guess they want to do a combo here with their Cauldron Familiar. So if I've got two of these at once, I cannot use my land for both of them. Yeah, because I... can't use my land for both of them. So what's their strategy? Their Trail of Crumbs is doing amazing things. But like, what's the overall strategy to get a big old 7/6? Another Trail of Crumbs. I guess to like really stretch out the game. Now they do have 24 cards in their library. And I'm sure any second now they will pull their Assassin's Trophy. But I got a counterspell for it. Okay, so let's... let's see what we can do. Ooh, Ambusher, and I used up all my green mana. Amazing. Okay, so... let's do a little bit more attacking in the air. Got a counter spell for something. Keep flying, hopefully, but that familiar... we don't... well, I can't deal with that Troll King. Actually, it's a creature. This is a pretty interesting match so far. No attacks. And then a gate. Okay. Well... let's see if my sailor can go get me something interesting. And that's an opt. That's not interesting. Okay, so I'll hold off at this point. Hey, Stevie, it's been a little while. Congrats on your Comic Con. Anyway, what am I doing here? So, some more flying. Opt will be able to strengthen my Cutthroat. So you see, I don't know if we really should go that much further because they have the double Trail of Crumbs, you know, that's going to be really annoying. They've got one card in hand, they'll be able to get stuff from their Cauldron. I want that back. Sure. There went Izoni, and there went their other Assassin's Trophy. Victor, congrats. And your dad gonna try on Friday, Sunday? Cool. Yeah. So they're still gonna stick around. Okay, let's bring out this Night Pack Ambusher. And do I want to grow those guys anymore? I guess I do. Because they've got a lot going on. And then I decline that one. So that's a 7/7. Okay, I got an unsummon. Ooh, okay, I can... If I unsummon, what's good to unsummon here? I guess that Troll King. Let's see what we can get out of that Sailor. Yeah, the 7/6s, but on their turn if they try to attack. That way, if I do it on their turn, my Cutthroat gets bigger. And then we will scry here. A Preserver. Do I want another Preserver? Yeah. That way I can... With that Preserver, I can... Okay. So, okay, so do a little bit of air attacks. Got a lot going on here. And I'm building up more of this squad of wolves. And then a bunch of breadcrumbs happen right here. I don't think they're going to mill themselves. They're at 18. There's Izoni, and I will not be able to counterspell that, but I can unsummon. And do I want to pay more for them? I need a couple of blues. Yeah, let's do 2 more. Green. How much more can I do? Because I need 4 for the 2 negates, and then 1 on summon. Yeah, that'll work. So pay 2 greens. Decline on that. Okay, so that's a 9/9, 12/12. They're gonna bring out Izoni with a bunch of creatures. Fine. So she makes a bunch of little beetles. 4 beetles. And concession. Okay. I guess they were like, this is going not where I expected. Okay, so they got black, blue, green. Black, blue, green. Black, blue, green. Yeah, let's just go heavy on the counters. Spectral is secondary unsummon. Negates Quench, Wildborn, Brazen. That wasn't really doing too much. Sinister, Night Pack. Veil of Summer. I'm gonna need those for like Assassin's Trophy. Up the counters, definitely. They seem to be focused on green-ish. So let's see. The unsummon doesn't seem to be that useful, so I will. This is the sideboard. Yes, got to figure out. So give myself hexproof, Sean, cutthroats, stroke for the big creatures, negates, quenches, tail's end, preserver, borrower. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the borrower actually. So yeah, I'll keep the other creatures that give me more stuff. And here I can Mystic Dispute if they've got more counters, and we'll do some more tail's ends because if they have activated abilities, I want to deal with that. Okay, let's see what happens. So I guess they felt like the longer this goes, the more stuff will happen, and it is true, although let's see what they shift up here with their strategy. Hopefully I will be able to live happily ever after if I can properly set up my strategy here. Why doesn't this focus? Anyway, back to the game. $21.37 versus my time. Where can I see my time? Anyway, they've spent so far 21 minutes. So it's not going to be that the time runs out, but they were getting dangerously close to decking, kind of. Okay, RNG dude, you're randomly number generating how much you're trying my patience. While we wait for that, let's do another round of guess what's in the mystery booster. So here's another thing that they announced, and it's a mystery booster. So what does everyone in the chat think this is? Like, what's inside of this? Yeah, so my opponent is still thinking or something. I bet their connection crashed. What's inside the mystery booster? Yeah, still thinking. So they announced this mystery booster. Convention Edition. Is it going to be full of like 15 planeswalkers or something? Yeah, they're still thinking. I bet you their internet connection broke. Yeah. Okay. Their internet connection broke. GG, RNG dude. When you mess with random number generators, that's what happens. Okay, we're so close to be able to go up to the next platinum level. Let's see if I can get that done. Easy win, the easiest one. And that's a selective snare. Okay, let's try one more time, whatever this is. If I win, I go up to the next level, great, and I'm going to bed. If I lose, I'm going to throw my computer in the lake, and then I'm going to go to sleep. But hopefully everyone's having a good time, and you saw some fun magic, and... Have any of you checked out? What do you think about the... that scary stories that I'm doing on my YouTube? Have you all in the chat there checked out on my YouTube? I'm doing the scary story every day, a new scary story, which means I have to record a few more actually, and I'm trying to do a little bit of acting on that, even though I'm not an actor. You enjoy them? Thanks. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, comment, and so forth. And I wrote those a little while ago, and I am now putting them to voice with video and music, and haven't yet. You'll watch sometime. Oh, cool, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to do something totally different, slightly out of my comfort zone in terms of doing these narrations and things and trying to do a little acting. Okay, so this is going to be a Teferi player because I see Azorius colors. So well, let's have our options that I might get the Preserver out or the Quench. Okay, they're gonna opt whatever. And they kept it. Okay. Third turn to Fairy coming up here, perhaps. Apprentice. I'm not worried about milling, actually. So... Not too worried about if they mill me a little bit with that apprentice. Cool art. I can start getting that preserver a little bigger, so let's go in for some attacks. Let me also turn down the air. Okay. Teferi, of course. Of course. Nay to thee. So as soon as I stepped away, and then worthless land. Okay, so that is nice. There's my ambusher, but I don't have my fourth. I don't have my forest. Okay, well, let's bring things out like that. And what else you got? What other planeswalker do you have for me to cancel? Time wipe. We do not want that. And we don't want an island. Another ambusher, man. Okay, so we have a couple of options. If they do time wipe everything again, gain a life, another time wipe. Okay, let's get something out of that. Oh, Fabled Passage. Okay, so that's what I want for that. Let's not keep them waiting. Get a forest. So now I've got enough for my ambusher. And I have one card in hand. They will... the time wipe is a sorcery. Okay, so let's see about... they get to draw a bunch. Great. That gets so tinied. Fine. Are they gonna double so tiny? I guess not. Okay. And another passage on this. Double green, 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 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's only 6 in total. Okay. Guess I'll... Guess I'll get another island. Pass turn. So what was that? Into story. Draw 4. Okay, opt to that, whatever. Nope. Although they could have their own counter spells. Good. We don't need a sailor. Drowned. Fine. One final blue spell. So they're still trying to do the mill thing. Okay, Frilled Mystic, nice. Alright, so we got a Frilled Mystic in case we need to counter something. Yeah, let's counter that. Secrets, although they used to have plenty for a Teferi. But I'll have 2 creatures. And I get to +2. That preserver's a 4/4. Then on my turn, I'm doing 7 damage. Draw more cards. Fine. And another apprentice. Wow. 28 cards. So this is definitely hilarious. They're controlling enough to... I don't think I'm gonna mill. I got 25 cards. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. I need that 7th land to be able to do both of these things. Jace. I guess we gotta get rid of that, right? Another ambusher. No. I got plenty of those and I need a few more counters. And then opt. Cards. Okay. And a so tiny on that. Actually, that doesn't work how you think. Oh, I guess it does. Okay. Let's see here. Another creature. No, I need a counterspell. Okay, let's try this. Actually, they might have a time wipe. So I'll do it on their turn. Okay, so I got plenty of lands open. They're gonna think twice. There's the time wipe. And let's read that one more time. Destroys everything, right? Return creatures you control, destroy all creatures. Okay, fine. Let that happen. I will ambush. What else you got? So I'll let you know that I have that. And then there's that. Okay. That's lethal unless you've got another time wipe. To fairy, you're gonna bounce something back. Who cares? I have one more creature. Oops, wait a minute. I don't want to resolve that yet because I need to throw in all my creatures here because they're going to wipe something. I'm gonna send something back. There we go. There we go. And then just pray that there's no more final time wipe. Yeah, send it back, whatever. Storybook. Okay, that's it. Good game. Eight cards. Aw, man. Final blue card. Yep. I'm getting milled. So close, everyone. Oh, so close. I was down to 2 cards before I got milled, and I've got all my amazing creatures, and it's like, wow. So interesting, that game. Okay, so, yeah, just a bunch of counter spells as always. Tail's End, definitely. Mystical, yep. Negate. And don't need those sailors. Wonder if they got lagged out. No, they just like they couldn't handle it anymore because I had all of these counter spells. Booter, nah. Guess I'll put a stroke in there. So, yep, just load up on these counters. Gain hexproof from blue. That's not going to help. Okay, so the last thing... Cutthroat. Okay, so... Yep, just way more counterspells. Well, I'm getting into 2 hours and 54 minutes. And what time is it? About to be 2 a.m., so... Let's see how this goes. They go first. Bunch of counters. Adequate. So I'm battling Hanno. And they had to mulligan. Tap land. I got a tap land, but I get to scry here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need a shock land. Double blue, catacombs, okay. And yeah, I guess I'll bring that as a shock. So they're living their best life right there. Blue. There's a Teferi. Get out of here, please. Still get milled a little bit. They're down to 3 cards in hand. And triple blue here. Yeah, this is going to be totally annoying for them. I don't doubt that they will rage quit. Nothing. Okay. And another blue will have the Mystic ready to counter plus do a creature. Huh. I guess they threw in their own counter spell to get me. And wait a minute, how does that work? Put it on top. Put target spell on top or not. Whose turn it is again? It's their turn, right? Fine. I'll keep that. That'll work fine. So I just drew that, and they know I have it, so fine. And throw in some more blue mana right there. So I never knew how that worked exactly. Choose target spell or permanent that's red or green. Its owner puts it on top. So it does counter a spell. And, so it does counter a spell. Okay, so let's see what we get here. A full grip of lands and counters, so if I can make it... Yep. They will so tiny, and we will say no to that. And then I have one more thing. I'm fine burning that, I suppose. I'm gonna counter my counter. Okay, I guess. Milling, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's resolve that. Guess we'll let that go through. If I quench this, I will keep my Mystic, and then I'll have enough to counter their Teferi with Tail's End. Let's do that. Or they could time wipe, and that'll set me back a little bit, but I guess I'm fine with that. So, the point of this is to get them more and more dead. Okay, their turn. 2 mana. There's the Teferi. They have 2. 2. Nothing. Okay, good. So they're still milling me. There's their final So Tiny. Giant Killer. Oh, okay. That can tap stuff, but not just yet. Okay, well, I doubt that they will let it through. Okay, they're gonna let it through, and then they're gonna be tapping my creature over and over. Fine. That is another creature. Good. So they're gonna tap me out for the attack. Fine. On their turn. Actually, I'll just drop it right now, because then it'll get stronger on their turn. And do we want them to draw a million cards? No. But then I'm out of counters. Yeah. I got to stop them and hope nothing amazing gets top decked. And a mill. Okay. 27. Okay, so here, this is gonna stall me. Alright, well, this is gonna be a little weird here. At the moment, I'm gonna need some creatures, so hopefully I can get my little wolf. There it goes in the graveyard. 19 cards. There's another wolf. Okay, let's see, what can we do next? Alright, let's see if I can turn the tides with this wolf, unless they have a Dovin's Veto. Okay. So now I've got 2 creatures that you need to tap. I could Tail's End that. Yeah, let's do that. So people forget that abilities can be countered. And a final stab at the whatever. Let's get rid of that as well. Let's stop that, let's stop that. And do we need another preserver? Sure. And then go all in. That's 8 damage. You better top deck something amazing, not a time wipe. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna block that, that's fine. That's 3 damage on that. I'm gonna hold off on the Preserver. This is their final card that they need. You had a funny moment? What was your funny moment? Into the story, okay. And how many cards do I have left? 16 cards, okay. Counterspell. Got a bunch of cards. There's that time wipe. Okay, good game. How long did that take? How long did it take? Oops, I can't touch the thing yet. There we go. Okay, everyone. Yeah, we made it to the next level. They totally tapped out on mana. They wiped everything. They tapped out on mana. They wiped everything. And then I had my flash creature on their end step. They had 1 life left. And then my 2/2 creature came in. And we got them. And we went up to Platinum 3. That game took 10 hours. But there we are. And then the story. You were in a bit of panicking during morning because you thought you had to do all your remaining... I thought I had to do all my remaining over from scratch. All your remaining what? Over from scratch. Until you found them and now receive them. Have 1 left to catch up in midterm. I suppose your remaining drawings in your drawing class? So that's good that that didn't happen, but good. Okay, 350, 500 XP, and got a final pack. Let's open that final pack. Let's open that final pack. Got an uncommon wild card, Skull Knocker Ogre, hilarious name, Queen of Ice, really cool art, and then the rare is a giant killer. Ooh, the one that they tried to use on me, but I was just like negating it. Okay, cool. So this has been one of my longest Saturday streams, 3 hours and 7 minutes. 1 left homework is needed to get done. Drawing the arms and legs, sketch muscles. Cool, yeah. I can't wait to see how that's all coming together in your figure drawing class. So let's switch over here to the Amazing Cam, 3-hour long stream. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We had a few people come by. There was Mark, Jerome, Stevie, Lazar. He was at 1 in the morning, however, so I don't think he lasted too long. But if you're still there, Lazar, cool, thanks for hanging out. You haven't been here in a while. And Jerome popped in for a moment. Thanks for hanging out as well. Stevie, thanks for making it at the end here. And also Mark. And we had people hanging out on YouTube. That was cool. And if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to go over to my youtube.com/vmcompostjr. And I've got a magic video on Monday upgrading a Planeswalker deck. And I've got the daily for the whole month of October, my scary stories. They're really short. They're like between 1 minute and like 2 minutes. You're welcome for that, entertaining. And look, I didn't rage quit at the end. Sometimes it does happen, or not happen. And yeah, check out my YouTube. That stuff is coming. I've got some cracker packs that I gotta do as well. Let me just show this right here as a little preview. Here's a preview of what I'm going to do, the Crack-A-Pack eventually for us old-timers. Uh-oh, what is this? This is a booster pack unopened of Mirage from 1996. And not just one of those, but then it's a booster pack of Visions, I think also from 96 or 97. The second, Alicia's proud of me for not rage quitting. Yeah, I gotta do that more often, but this is such serious business that it comes straight to my soul when I don't win, and it's way more entertaining when I don't, right? So I gotta work on that. And next, a third pack. Oh, it's Weatherlight. So yes, I do have one booster pack each of the Mirage block from 1996. That was the time you got into Magic when Green Bear deck. Are you sure about that? These were from 1996. I think you were 6 years old at that time. 1967 still had hair in them. You had hair then, so yeah, this is like, I got so much nostalgia for the set. Well, all of those sets from the old days, right? Ice Age, Alliances, even Homelands. Nowadays you look at Homelands and now you get nostalgia, but back then it's like, what am I even playing with? But anyway, so hopefully with Mirage, the big, actually, just out of curiosity, let's do it this way. I have advanced technology to open a web browser, so let's do it this way. This is the site over here that I like to visit, mtg.donglare.com, if I can spell it right. mtg.donglare.com. Looking for cards for you. Oh, cool. Thank you so much. So I like to visit this website so that it can give you a visual explanation of like the valuable cards. Let me zoom in on that. So from Mirage, when I open Mirage, I am praying to get a Lion's Eye Diamond. It's worth about $200. Or I could get a Phyrexian Dreadnought. That's worth about $58. Check it out. It's a 12/12 creature for 1 mana. Or an Enlightened Tutor, $26. A Worldly Tutor, $18. Shallow Grave, $11. Hall of Gemstone, Magical Tutor. Grinning Totem. Yeah, Mirage is so cool. So I'm gonna crack all 3 of them in one video, and I'm looking for that in the Mirage booster. Then in Visions, we want to get, when we crack Visions, I want to get a Vampiric Tutor, $65. A Natural Order, 16. It kind of drops off pretty fast, huh? There were a lot of like high value cards in Mirage, but then in Visions it kind of drops off. Natural Order, $16. Teferi's Puzzle Box, $15. Tithe, Anvil of Bogarden. Yeah, Vampiric Tutor, that's the one we want. And where did my chat go here? There we go. Yeah, Vampiric Tutor. Squandered Resource, I already have one of those. Necromancy, $11. City of Solitude, Undiscovered Paradise, I have one of those. Retribution of the Meek. Yeah, not a whole lot of valuable ones. I have a Quirion Ranger already down there. Yeah, so okay, those are the big money cards in Visions. I got one of those. And then I'm going to open Weatherlight. So in Weatherlight, you have 2 helms. Oh, what's that one again? Let me look at it one more time. Helm of Awakening. Artifact for 2. All spells cost 1 generic mana less to play. Oh, that's cool. Although that also helps your opponents. But if you're doing some cool artifact deck, that'll be cool, right? Then we've got then we've got Weatherlight. Weatherlight is the 3rd in the block. This is when Wizards of the Coast started to do the block model, which now they've abandoned. But okay, in Weatherlight, I would be on the lookout for Null Rod. Never had one of those. Winding Canyon, never had one. Lotus Veil, I want a Lotus Veil. Gemstone, I never had that. So a lot of lands are valuable in Weatherlight. Scorching Ruins, never had that. Mana Web, never had it. I never had any of these high value ones. Oh, I do have a Peacekeeper. $8. Goblin Bomb. Debt of Loyalty. Abeyance? I think I have Abeyance. Ancestral Knowledge. I don't think I have that. Bubble Matrix. I love the art on that. Aura of Silence. Doomsday. That's kind of epic. Check it out. Doomsday. Black, black, black. Sorcery. Pay half your life. Round up. Put your graveyard on top of your library. Then remove all but 5 cards from your library from the game. Put the rest at the top of your library in any order. So you shuffle everything back to your library, then you can craft a brand new library of exactly 5 cards. And then it's game over. Infernal Tribute, Urborg Justice, what's that one? Bosium Strip, Tolarian, ooh, that art is amazing. Tolarian Entrancer, Heatstroke, Bone Dancer, Liege of the Hollows, Well of Knowledge, Buried Alive, I think I have one of those. And Paradigm Shift, I have one of those. You just check the site of your Dino Commanders for $17. Oh, nice. Serenity, Psychic Vortex, Cumulative Upkeep, draw a card. Hilarious. Every step you get more and more and more and more cards. But then, at the end of each of your turns, sacrifice a land and discard your hand. Epic. So yeah, that's what's in store soon. Probably in 3 weeks. Because every Monday I release a Magic video. And I've got this Monday, Planeswalker upgrade video. I'm upgrading Rowan's deck. Next Monday, I'm upgrading the Oko deck. So then the Monday after that, crack a pack of Mirage Block. Haven't opened these up in a while. Actually, I have for my YouTube in like a year or 2 ago when I got back into Magic. I did open some boosters of these. But it's been a while. So, okay. Thanks everyone for hanging out. This is 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and we'll do it again next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends, etc. And I'll be back next time.